Hi, we are the team number 1. The team is made up by Celina Luna, Rosalba Ortiz, Ariadna Robles, Genesis Rojas, Karime Silva, and I, Andre Cabrera. In this final project, we will present you the course Comercialización y Distribución by Carlos Slim in the platform Capacítate en el Trabajo. This is an assumption for increase the sales of the company Sapón Artesanal and also for the exportation to Germany. So let's start.
Sapón Artesanal is a company dedicated to manufacturing cosmetic products for skincare with natural ingredients. It's a company that's clear about this, looking for in the market that's why it's a serious company that cares about its customers.
Well, we can find some different products in the Sapón Artesanal catalog of products, and such as soap, shampoo, also solid conditioner, body scrubs, natural deodorant, and facial serum.
Now we're going to talk about the statement of the case. Sapón Artesanal is a company that wants to learn how to increase their sales and also have effective relationship with the supplier and production, and also expand their market to not just only national market, but also international market.
Next, we have the commercial plan. First of all, it is necessary to delimit the tasks to be performed by establishing objectives and goals that you would like to achieve in the medium and long term. This must be measurable, realistic, achievable, and specific. An example of this will be to increase solid shampoo sales by 20% by the end of the month by applying advertising on new platforms such as social media, or by implementing a giveaway. Then you must analyze the means available to the business. This can be human, technological, or financial. And finally, the action measures must be implemented to meet the objectives. And to know if the plan is working, the result must be analyzed every 4 months to adjust or modify the strategy until it fits the needs of the business.
Then we have the sales strategies that is the main objective to remain in the market and to be competitive. There are 4 sales strategies. The first one is the declaring that the company needs to have the quality care, also additional services, for example, home service and return or warranties for a certification warranty. Also, product that we need to have the best inputs of the best quality and new novel articles, and the package that capture the consumer attention. Also, for the competence, then we need to identify each sales. For example, 2-for-1. Also, reduce prices without sacrificing the quality, and the increased points of sales in different stores. And finally, the promotion. In this case, for example, discounts every time the client makes a purchase. Also, promotional items, for example, a keychain, and the testimonial in the social media.
The online sales. Well, there are several ways to have an online store. A very common way is the development of a website that will be exclusively for your business, but this option is usually very expensive because it requires an expert to develop and adapt it to your needs. Another option is to create your online store using various social media platforms such as Facebook or Instagram. Once you have your store, it is very important that you give diffusion to your page to reach more people. You should promote your products through photos or some videos, and eventually make some giveaways so that people know about your store and your products. The suppliers. First of all, it is necessary to know what a supplier is. And a supplier is a company or an individual that supplies other companies with inventory and assets to be transformed into products for use or consumption.
How to select the right supplier? We have to take into account some points. The first is evaluate the labor chain. The second one is the quality and the price.
Now we're going to talk about the importance of being aligned with the good supplier, and the advantages that Sapón Artesanal will have to be aligned with the good supplier is that a supplier needs to have that correct infrastructure, such as transportation and warehouses. This is going to make everything easier and also to get into an international market. As we know, this company wants to export to Germany, so this, or being aligned with a good supplier, is going to make it any faster and easy. And also helping with packaging, promotion, and deliver the product on time so both parties are happy, and also the clients.
The distribution and commercial relationship. A business relationship with suppliers, customers, and distributors will help us to strengthen our business. To maintain and establish strategic relationships, we have to define the main objective of the values, get together and present your business with them, do not take advantage of the negotiation, and promote the strengths of your collaborators with your clients, and the agreements and documents has to be legally recognized. The taxes of merchants. The government of each country is kept economically active thanks to the payment of the taxes by the citizens. So we as merchants, we have to pay the IVA, that is the amount of the 16%, and this is the tax for selling goods or service. Then is the IEPS, and it is for the A to the 53%, and this is the tax for producing, selling, or importing gasoline, business pesticides, alcohol, cigarettes, among others. Then is the ISR, and this is the income tax, and the amount of this is the 30%. The IETU is the flat rate business tax, and this is the amount of the 70.15%, and this is the tax on individuals for having a commercial or industrial activities.
Having a commercial trade for exportation is fundamental. And in this case, as we already mentioned, the company Sapone Artesanal wants to export to Germany. So in this case, the commercial trade that is going to be used is Telequem, which is the Mexico and in your opinion, international trade. And the advantages that it will have, it will be a large reduction in tariffs and expansion of the market to the rest of the world, in this case, Germany. Also, we need to have in count the packaging, and it is obvious that exists a lot of type of packagings, but in this case, for the soap, it is going to use semi-supporting packaging, which are those that do not support a lot of weight. For other, and in this case, it is going to be cardboard boxes. And also, it is important to know that the transportation that will be used, it is going to be a maritime way, which is the cheapest way, and also it needs to have a resistant packaging to arrive in a good condition. And in this case, the semi-supporting packaging is a good one.
In customs, the customs is responsible for the controlling and verifying that each product complies with the safety and hygiene requirements established for the entry and exit of the country. Also, this is in charge to collect the taxes. When the merchandise arrives at customs, a document called entry request must be present. This document specifies the use to which merchandise will be put in the country of destination. In our case, is the finished product to be sold, and a customs regime establishes the formalities by a country to allow the entry or exit of the merchandise, the taxes that must be paid, and the requirements that goods must be when leaving. In exportation, if we have a well-established business in our locality and country, well, in our case, it's going to be a direct export, and this is when the brand is going to be most to sell the product to the final client in the final destination country.
There are 4 considerations for the first one is the payment of fees. The second one, labeling and environmental regulation and sanitary regulation. For this case, Sapones Artesanal for export is exempt, and the Sapones Artesanal has to have cosmetics label. The distribution channels are international, direct, and indirect. In this case, a Sapon artisanal choosing channel is indirect because the sales of the product will be through the internet, while the company will be only in shares of the sales, its shipment.
Talking about the distribution cost of the company, it is important taking account five of them. In this case, the transport, the product, the insurance of the merchandise, the VAT for any traveling, the traffic permits at the moment to go to other state or country, and the packaging of the product.
Then we have the contingency plan. We have four. In the first one is to locate the transport in the way. Also, for instance, for example, climatic, for instance, electronic faults and road closes. Also, the modifications to change, for example, the security changes and the custom changes. And finally, the is to communicate to the parties involved.
Now we have the insurance that is for the protection of the merchandise in case of theft, loss, accident, damage caused by the weather, partial loss of the merchandise, or the total loss. It is important taking account because of the security of the merchandise. Now, it is important taking account the negotiation techniques for an exportation of the products. In the points are no important information about the importing country, custom ideas, among other information. Now, the needs of the company, present the product in a formal way, highlight the benefits of the product, offer with the highest price for the product, establish terms and conditions at the moment of the sale, and reach a final agreement in a written way. And last one, we have the wholesale and retail. Depending on the customer needs, a company can handle wholesale sales with a special price from a certain number of pieces, and retail sales, that is the individual pieces in small quantities and a regular price. In this case, the companies Sapon Artesanal manage the wholesale from 7 pieces. As a conclusion of this final project, this kind of courses on activities about the logistics, distribution, and commerce give us more knowledge about these topics to carry these techniques along of our career. As a team, we enjoyed making these courses, activities, and the presentation because profession, and it was be better at the moment to resolve the doubts and share opinions.